Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Trading Talks with PrimeXar. Okay, I can see that people are joining. Okay, no worries. I knew that. I do admit the fact that it will take a little bit time for you guys to join and let me to know that you guys are there by your comments. So, and first of all, so sorry. There was actually a delay of 15 to 16 minutes. We were experiencing some technical glitch. That's why somehow we managed to come up with the live. Okay, so I will give you another minute for you guys to jump in so that you guys can join and we can discuss about the trade of the market. Okay, so those who are already there, then you can maybe come up with saying hi or hello, and maybe you can also mention your place where from where you guys are tuning in from, so that we get to each other. We will interact from the very beginning. So I'll wait during that time so you guys can join. Yes, I can see people are joining. So okay, let me check my YouTube as well. Wow, I can see people are joining here and there. That is actually good news. Okay, so could you let me go through the chat's comments one more time so that I'll know how many people are there? Yeah, I can see Sumitra. Hi, Sumi. How are you? Welcome back to Trading PrimeXar. So this is Vrinda signing with Trading Talks for you today. So I think it's time for us to start. We can start already. So I'll start with one simple incident or one something happened with me 2 to 3. Okay. Of course, you also knew that what is the topic I'm discussing today with you guys. So we will be discussing few things about the market events which happened in the past week. So I also have a 5-year-old at home, my son, this Daksh. So he is in his upper kindergarten. So when he joined his school last year in the kindergarten, he were participating for the fancy dress competition. So we somehow managed to come up with a robot costume and we named it Robot Action. It was actually a success. He won the first prize. So we were so happy. So this year also for the anniversary, school anniversary, his teachers were expecting that he will be coming up with something nice and interesting. So his teacher messaged that, okay, make him ready for the fancy dress. So me and my husband, we were discussing, also he was also with us. So we were discussing about like what will be the this year's costume. So we were coming up with different ideas, and my son was also contributing like, "Amma, I'll go as a pencil. I'll be a mobile. What about a book like that?" So we were discussing a lots of options. So after few minutes of silence, all of a sudden he come out with something interesting. He said that Amma, we asked ChatGPT so that he will give us some options of the fancy dress competition. I said, yeah, yes, that's a nice idea. Wait, what did he just say? Did he say ChatGPT? Yes. A 5-year-old, could you believe it? A 5-year-old is commenting that, Amma, can we ask ChatGPT for the fancy dress suggestions? Which costume he should choose this time for the school anniversary? What this is actually indicating. I got really surprised by his words. What this is actually indicating, this is indicating the impact of AI. This much AI effect is there. AI is, I don't know where the word correct affecting. This is the impact AI is creating on us in the world. So this year, this trading talks, this live, we are going to discuss something. We are going to peel off the shiny surface of this AI boom, and we are going to discuss what is actually happening behind this. Not only that, there is more thing. There are more things which are indicating that AI is booming like anything. We can see AI everywhere. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. You guys are also familiar with this thing, right? When you do some search on Google, so once you click search, it will take you to a different Google page, right? Yes. So this page normally under the search bar, we can see different tab options like all images, videos, news, like this. So when you click on the images, you can see all the images associated with your search. When you click on the news, you can see all the news is associated with your search. Recently, Google added something like AI mode. Yeah, so this is actually made introduced, I think, few months back, but only recently I noticed this. So, okay, so sorry, people. I just now I noticed that we're getting few comments. Okay, oh, smart boy. Yeah, thank you. So, this is the impact AI is bringing or creating on us. That is how I choose this interesting topic about the AI boom. So let me ask you this. How many of you are thinking that AI can make you rich? What do you think? You can drop your answers in the comment box. Do you think that AI can make you rich? You can go with yes or no. Okay, Miss Jana saying yes. So, in the meantime, I'll be coming up with an interesting story. This actually, this news came in the Gulf Focus, I think few months back. That an Indian expat in Dubai, she paid off her entire debt using ChatGPT. I really got surprised by seeing this news. I was also thinking that ChatGPT can pay off the loans or the debts. ChatGPT is providing any loans. Is there any system or something like that? While reading the news completely, I came to know that it is not like that. It is not like ChatGPT paid off her debt. She gave all the instructions to ChatGPT, explaining her current situation. So what happened? As a response, ChatGPT guided her step-by-step options to come to a conclusion. Yes, that is what happened. ChatGPT guided her how to pay off all her debt. So she followed everything ChatGPT said step by step. So at the end, she is able to pay off all her debts and free. That is a nice thing. But it's all about how we read the news, right? That is what interesting and important. Yes, of course. Mr. Ravi Narayan is saying that AI stocks can make rich NVIDIA. Okay, great. But don't think that AI can make you rich. AI stocks can. Yes, okay. So Jana is also saying that it can give ideas only, but it will not make me rich. Yes, I do understand that. Okay. So let's discuss three important events or incidents happened in our market recently, or maybe in the past week. So the first one was an MIT bombshell. Yes, which really shook the whole market. So what happened is that recently in the past week, MIT published a study, a research. It is about the project of the enterprise AI projects. So based on this research, what it was saying that 95% of the enterprise AI projects fail. That was their findings. Yes, you heard me right that 95% of the AI projects, enterprise projects, fail to generate the real revenue. It is not 50%, it is not 60, 70, or 80. Almost all of the AI projects fail to generate the real revenue. See, AI was everywhere. People are using AI like anything. Companies are using AI. AI is actually ruling the world. So imagine that at this time, this peak time, you are hearing a news like this. How the market is going to react. Imagine that you're being an investor in the market. Okay. So at this time, you are planning, just like Mr. Ravi Narayanan mentioned, that AI stocks can make you rich. By this thought, if you are buying NVIDIA, Palantir, Meta, thinking that AI is the future, or thinking that I'm in the rocket ship, that means AI at the peak. We can't blame anyone, right? So if you're planning, if you're buying all these shares, and all of a sudden, just like a bomb hits, this headline breaks that 95% of the AI projects fails to generate revenue. What will happen? You guys tell me what will happen to the market if this kind of news is publishing, is coming to the market, striking to the market. What will happen? How will the market react? You can respond through the chat box. You tell me how the market will respond. The market will definitely panic, right? Yes, the traders got really panicked and Nvidia sheds billions in price. Palantir dipped nearly 10%, not 5 or 6, 10%. Not only that, the traders they started selling off their stocks just like the hot potatoes. This is not an example. Yes, Jenna, it will be a mess in the market. If this kind of news happens. So a single news can come up with these things, and these things happened in the market. It was actually something else. Okay, let me ask you this. What do you think? Do you think that all the traders they read the 60-page MIT report about the study or the survey? No, not at all. Do you think that? Yes, Mr. Kavin is saying that AI can give basic guidelines, but not for picking stocks or buy or sell. Yes, true. I'm agreeing with that. It will be chaotic. So, do you think that the traders they read all the 60 pages of the MIT report? No, no trader. Most of them they didn't read. Instead, they reacted emotionally. They reacted emotionally only because they saw this headlines. What was actually the report? The report was actually something else. It was like that MIT did it like this. MIT conducted a lots of surveys, a lots of projects, interviews across different companies and different enterprises. And they come up with the conclusion that 95% of the enterprise AI projects fail. It is not because of the bad AI quality. It is because of something else, calling learning gap, meaning the organizations were not able to adapt with the AI systems or the AI process or culture. That is the reason. It is not about the AI quality, it is a learning gap of the organizations. They were not able to adapt with the AI systems. So, what really happened in the market? The traders, they chose to read in a different way. They chose to go ahead with the striking headlines and they started selling off, smashing their sell buttons. So this is what happens, right? So this is the first lesson to us as a forex trader. Markets can overreact. So as a smart and calm trader, what you can do? Yes, Mr. Shan, I am addressing your concern. Is the AI bubble about to burst? Yes, through this live, we are going to figure it out. The AI bubble is going to break or it's going to be there, stable forever. So, this is our lesson. A market can overreact like anything. So, the smart and the calm traders, what they have to do, they need to be calm and the smart at the same time so that they can also make use of this opportunity. So, now let's come to the second incident happened. So imagine that you're being an investor, you're being a successful trader. All of a sudden, you are seeing an email from Mark Zuckerberg in your inbox. He's offering you a $1.5 billion job offer. So what will you do? How will you guys respond? You can use the chat box for the answers. I'm waiting for your responses. If you are seeing that Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, is giving you a job offer of $1.5 billion, how will you respond? What will be your answer? Definitely, if I am there, I will accept this offer on the spot. I'm pretty sure that you guys will also be doing the same thing. Because this is not, yeah, like just like Shan is saying, I'll take it. We'll not think twice or thrice. Because that is such a big offer and it is coming from someone very big, someone very popular, like let us celebrate. Who will say no, just like Ravi said. Yeah, exactly. So this is not an example. This is not an example. This really happens. Meta do offer this particular job offer to someone called Andrew Tulloch. He's actually an AI pioneer from Australia. And you know what he said? He simply said, no, thank you. Yeah, he simply denied, rejected the offer. First of all, I thought that why is he mad? Why he rejects this offer from that too from Mark and that too from Meta? He can like build his career like anything. That will be like a turning point in his life. But he have his own excuses. You will know what he said as an explanation. He said he wanted to be an independent one, independent worker. He wants creative freedom. Not only that, he is not believing in the corporate roadmaps. He also mentions that he wants to open his own startup, like his own firm. So this connects to something big. Yes, this connects to something big, that most of us will be thinking that all the real innovations are coming from the real tech giants. But it is not true. The innovation can be born from the startups growing very fast or moving faster. How this we can tie it to ourselves as a forex trader. So in forex, we know that there are multiple players, right? The big players from the big to the retail traders. Who are the big players? The banks, right? So do you think that only the biggest players, I mean, the banks are getting the best trading opportunities in forex? If you are thinking so, or if your answer is yes, sorry to disappoint you, you guys are wrong. The retail traders, just like you and me, can also spot value in the market. How we can do that? With the right strategy. Anyone can beat the giants. Even the small traders can beat the giants. In PrimeXar, we will teach you how to build those strategies, the trading strategies, which will actually win in the market. So this is one thing. The second incident happened in. There was one more thing actually happened. It was associated with the MIT report. So after the MIT report came, Sam Altman, that is a CEO. He's a CEO of OpenAI, that means the ChatGPT and all. You guys knew that. So Sam Altman admits in the national TV that AI is a bubble. Just like Shan asked me earlier that is the AI bubble is going to burst. Of course, the CEO of OpenAI admits live in national television that AI is a bubble. But he twisted it with something else, like by saying that there's a kernel of truth. This bubble is associated with something like that. So this is like something we can say like a dot-com bubble. You guys have heard about the dot-com bubble, right? How many of you know what is this dot-com bubble? I will give you some hints. Like it was some of the initial days in the initial 1990s. It was the stock market bubble or the boom which happened earlier, which caused a lots of financial crisis in the market. If you knew about the dot-com bubble, then you guys can comment in the group, in the message chat. So for those who didn't know what is this dot-com bubble, just like I said, this dot-com bubble is associated with the US technology stocks. It was rising like anything, and at the end, it was when it was in the peak, it was in 1990s. So most of the companies already support a lot, and only few managed to come back. It's like Amazon, Google, and eBay. And what is actually the lesson that we can say from this? When we connect all these AI cycles together, we can see that these two AI cycles are eerily similar. That means frighteningly similar. Because trillions of money is being pumped to AI. Not only that, we can say that most of the AI projects will fail, but only few will be coming back. Who will be surviving these things, and if they're surviving, they are going to define the future. That is how we will connect. So most of the people, they actually were ignoring Altman's comment. It is not like ignoring; they were reading it differently. The words. Altman was talking about something else, about the stock markets or the other stock companies. But traders, they only choose to read the headlines, which are saying that AI is a failure. AI stocks are failing like anything. That is why they were actually exiting towards and smashing the sell button. They were selling off the shares like anything. So, like I said before, the study was about something else. The study was about why AI failed, because the organizations managed to, they were not able to cope up with the AI culture or the AI systems. So, what all these things are teaching us? We discussed three things, three incidents which happened in the market, right? So, what was those things? First one was about the MIT study. The second one was about the $1.5 billion offer. It got denied. It got rejected. Second is the Altman's comment, the Open AI CEO's comment that AI is a bubble and it is going to burst. So this is actually teaching us three things. One is the risk evaluation. Trillions of money is being coming to AI with zero risk analysis. It is like entering into the forex market without a stop loss. You guys are literally cooking a recipe for a disaster. Second thing is that market can overreact, whether it is stock or forex. You just came to realize that with a single headline, with a single rumor, the market can change in the overnight, entirely, completely. The third thing is the infrastructure versus the application. When you go deeper into this study alone, it is visible that in the AI, the chip makers or the data people, they are the real players or they are the real winners. In forex also, the people, those who are the real winners, are not the people who are following the shiny, flashy signals. The people, those who have built a solid infrastructure with a good risk management and with good discipline, they are going to be benefited. They are the real players. They are the real winners of the forex market. Of course, yeah, AI can create hype in the market, but do realize that AI hype or the hype is not equal to reality. Market will overreact in a different ways, whether it is low or forex, no matter what, market can overreact. So what we can do, the real traders, the smart traders, we can calm down, we can slow down a little bit, go deeper, or read deeper the trades, the news or headlines, whatever things you're learning or reading, and trade with discipline. This is what this AI, all the things are teaching us. So what does that mean? Our job is to stay calm and read the deeper than the lines and trade with discipline. So that's all, folks, for the today's trading talks. So if you enjoyed today's session, you can hit the like button, you can share this like, and don't forget that we will be coming up with more real practical trading talks which can be taken from the market. So until next time, keeps your trade smart, your risk managed, and your mind open. So this is Brinda signing off from PrimeXar Live.